Hi everyone. In my last video, we talked about building a cluster using a simple formula and the 3-color rule. In today's video, I want to focus on something that makes a huge difference, and that's layering order. Knowing what goes down first will keep your clusters from looking flat or messy, and it makes the whole process feel much easier. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start building this cluster. I'm using a tag as my base layer that's going to hold everything together. Next, I'll add a circle that's going to be slightly off center. I'm going to bring in several pieces that I've already dovetailed. I'm going to angle those off to the right side just to start building some direction and flow. Now I'm going to start with my sentiment right in the middle. That's going to be my focal point, so everything will build around it. On the right side, I'm adding this small bird. It gives a little movement and draws the eye outward. On the left side, I'm placing a small heart to balance that bird. I like keeping the two elements across from each other so the center doesn't feel heavy on one side. Next, I'm adding a little flower right beside the heart that softens the side and starts to build a small grouping. Then I'll add one more flower down toward the bottom left. That helps anchor the cluster and keeps it from being too top heavy. And I think that completes it. It's simple, but it feels nice and balanced around the sentiment. Okay, let's build another cluster using the same idea. We're just going to build it a little differently. So I'm starting with a tag as my base to ground everything. Next, I'll add a circle in the center to anchor my focal point. I like to build from left to right on this one, so I'm placing the dovetail tag over on the left first. Then I'll balance that by adding this cute little bunny on the right. My sentiment goes right in the middle over the circle to tie it all together. And then I need to finish with this small flower cluster just to soften everything and keep the balance even. Same formula, just a slightly different arrangement. And finally, for the last cluster, I'm going to start with my base layer first. Next, I'm adding a circle piece. This one already has dovetails on it, so it gives me a built-in direction right away. Now I'm going to add a heart over on the left center. That gives me a sweet little accent that helps me start the balance. After that, I'm placing my bear as the focal point. I want him to be the main thing your eye lands on first, so everything else is going to support him. Next, I'm adding my sentiment just slightly toward the bottom. That's going to keep it connected to the cluster, but it's not going to compete with the bear. And finally, I'm tucking in one small flower right here to fill in a little empty space and make it feel finished, fuller, but still clean and intentional. To finish these off, I'm just adding a tiny bit of glitter to each one of the tags. I love doing this at the very end just to add a little touch of sparkle to highlight the focal points and bring everything together. So today we built 3 different clusters, each one starting with the same base idea, but arranged just a little differently. You can see how changing the order, the focal point, or even just one element completely shifts the look. I hope this helps you feel more confident in building your own clusters. Just start with your base, decide on your focal point, and build around it with intention. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope this gives you some inspiration, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.